124th Bolton Fair. This is the second day. We had to cancel Friday due to the expected storms. It wasn't as bad as we expected, but it was kind of hard to plan on really bad weather, and the cost of running the fair made it worthwhile just canceling the day, because we have a lot of expenses whether there's people showing up or not, with the traffic covers, the police, fire, the parking, buses, toilet services, and so on. So it was economical to cancel the Friday event, and here we are on the 10th of August, and we'll see what we can find on the grounds. Here we are at the exhibit hall. This is one of the classic exhibits at the fair. It's open to everybody in town, and it's all the different arts, crafts, food, and plant growth, and all the other kinds of stuff that the town people are doing in town. You can raise your best plants and vegetables, bring them here for a show at the fair. It's not a very interesting movie to view, but we'll take a quick look inside at the barn, but we won't go filming all the different products. But these are all the tables. People come here year after year with their goodies, and we're always looking for somebody with the best something, whether it's an apple pie or a painting or some arts and crafts. This is my favorite part of the fair. We've got three major crafts here. There's the blacksmiths, there's the farriers, and we've got a woodworking area. So here's an example of how to manage blacksmithing on a portable scale. You put everything in a trailer, including the forge and all the materials, and take it to the site where you work. This is a more traditional situation where you build a building and turn it into a blacksmith shop. This is recently built at the fair with the help of Bob Romer, who's one of the ultimate craftsmen here. We've also got some guys with some completely portable setups here that can just be done in any at any site or yard. So we'll start off visiting with Jennifer here. Oops. Here we go. Now, sorry there. Now this is Jennifer. She's essentially a professor of blacksmithing. She teaches. She's an expert metallurgist, and really has a lot to show and show off. She's selling quite a bit of her work here at the fair, and I'll give a quick look at the table here with her stuff on it. We've got lots of hinges, candle holders, latches, tools, and cutting tools like knives, axes, and bladesmithing is another specialty that blacksmiths have that is very detailed. Hello. We'll get a quick.
Professional this year.
Yeah. This is what blacksmithing looks like on the inside. Heating things up to the point where they're nice and malleable and ready to go into the shapes that we want. And there it is. And
I'm making a pitchfork,
oh, very good.
but I'm making it out of high carbon steel.
Okay, and here we are with the more traditional blacksmith shop, set up with a couple of forges and a nice big anvil. And on the other side of the shop here are our farriers. As you can see from all the horseshoes up there on the wall and the tools. These are the guys who are the experts on horses' feet. Not only do they forge the horseshoes, but they're responsible for carving the hoof and making it fit properly, getting rid of the misshape, healing any wounds and infections and so forth on the feet so that the horse can keep really healthy feet to use on hard pavement and rocks and all kinds of different surfaces. And of course, horseshoes come in so many varieties depending on what kind of animal you've got, whether it's a horse or an ox or small animals. So all of these are custom fitted to the animal that they're made for. Yeah,
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces.
well,
Yeah.
all welded together.
Yeah, and it sounds good too.
And here we have the rabbits. These animals are one of my favorites here at the fair. They're not the friendliest, but they're the softest and fuzziest, and most cuddly little animals. We've got people coming in here to show off their pet rabbits, and they all get judged and presented with ribbons and so on. So let's see if we can find a few to take a closer look at. Oh, we've got a friend here with a little rabbit. What's your rabbit's name?
This is Forky. It's a Neverendorf. It is had. We give it along too much food, so it's a little big. It's I have another rabbit, but that rabbit I can't handle, but this rabbit I can. This is a Neverendorf, and its eyes is just red because it is.
You keep this rabbit at home? Right?
We have it in a cage at with all my other rabbits in a trailer.
Now, what do you feed the rabbit?
We feed it grain, man-pro shell.
You feed any table scraps like lettuce?
We sometimes give them cucumbers. We do sometimes give them like other things like broccoli and like carrots, but we don't all the time. Like we have most of the time give them cucumbers. We give my other rabbit a cucumber today.
How long have you had it?
This rabbit, 5 years, maybe 4. I don't know. I got it when I was 3 years old. Yeah, 5 years. And this is a 5-year-old rabbit. So this rabbit has been with me since I was 3 years old. And I am gonna do, I'm gonna put him in a costume soon and like walk around, and I'm gonna have my costume on, and we're gonna be pirates. I do have a pirate costume for my dance that I did this year. It was meant because I'm a dancer and I go to get up and dance. I like love dancing. I dance like all the time. I even dance like in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't matter. I'll just dance anywhere.
Now, have you been to the fair before with him?
Yes, I've been with many fairs with this rabbit.
Okay.
Spencer Fair and more. Like we always go to Spencer Fair because that's the closest one to us. This fair we have been doing for a while. And I have little baby bunnies from a different litter at my house right now. And this rabbit is my first rabbit.
Have you been teaching other people how to take care of rabbits?
Not really. But I do sometimes like help people out with holding their rabbit. Like people like struggling holding their rabbit. As long as they're not like too big, like Angus Locks, and Checker Giants. I don't like any of those. I have English Lobs. That's the type of breed I like. I just have this right because I do.
Okay, here we have the judges going over the rabbits. They take each one out and check it out and look at how their fur is and how their how their weight is balanced and whether it matches the typical rabbit for their species.
Oh my god.
Checking the teeth, checking the paws.
She's got a good head. A little bit of cartilage at the base of those ears, but really nice substance here. Could use a little more furring on the back of the ear. Really nice body shape, so she's got good weight to that. Nice and full down to the table. She's just a little out of coat. She's starting to break over the shoulder. She's got some lines.
Is this gonna be white as well?
One color at a time. Okay.
Is it a IW1 or IJ1? Okay. He's got a good head. He's got fairly good ears. Needs a little more furring on the back of the ear. He does have good body type though. Good width to that shoulder midsection. Really nice loin. Nice and full down to the table. He's just in a heavy mold. Little sticky on the round side. Yeah.
Now we have the goats on exhibit.
Here. 1 and 2 were a pretty tight pair, and so we started asking some knowledge questions. But really brought 1 to the top here, just knowledgeable about the parts and their scorecard points. Our first 2 plays showman, really good ring presence. You did a good job maneuvering your animals, practice of maneuvering those moves in the ring. Did a really nice job showing them off, getting them set. One just a little bit quicker and a little bit more of a correct set.
another popular fair animal. There's only a couple of them here right now, but they're a big item at the fair usually. These guys make quick work of turning the entire pen into nothing but mud. They're rooting around looking for stuff to eat. That's their whole job. Fatten up. And here we've got birds. Lots of chickens. And an always popular exhibit are the chicks. The babies are so entertaining. I don't know if they're hatching any right now, but let's see if we can take a closer look.
Very cool. So we could do that order. Do you have a hatchery that you like? We haven't ordered online. No. These came from what? These came from Apple Hatchery. We didn't order them. The lady who runs the chicken center ordered them. Yeah. So here we have chicks. They're about less than a week old. We have 3 different breeds in here. We have the golden laced Wyandotte, which are the ones that are black and a little bit, there's the rooster, black and a little bit brown on the top. There's a few of those in there. Then we also have the Dominiques, which are black and yellow. They are really cool because when they grow up, they have this like black and white pattern on them. It almost looks like a zebra in a way. I think they're really cool. And then we also have the light Brahmas, which are the yellow ones. And they have feathers on their feet. I think those are honestly might be my favorite kind of chickens because they just look so fluffy. Like when you hold them, they're like a cloud. It's adorable. And these ones were ordered online. So when you order online, you're not really sure if you're going to get, you can order this many males and this many females, but you're not really sure what you're going to get. And right now I'm in the duty of making sure nobody touches them, obviously, because when they're this young, they're very prone to diseases, so it's dangerous if people hold them too much. But I'm also on the duty of cleaning their butts in case it gets dirty down there, because usually their mothers do that. So, yeah, thank you.
Okay. Now, are you a farmer?
I'm in a 4-H group, Lancaster 4-H. I only do chickens. Our group used to do cows and stuff like that, but right now we're only doing chickens. I tried to convince my mom to let us do rabbits, but she's not. She really doesn't want me to do that.
Now, do you raise these for pets or for food or for chickens or eggs?
For me, we keep them. We usually raise them from chicks. You know, my girls are actually. They used to be in this cage a few years ago. We brought them home from the fair, and we raise them as show animals. So what that means is we keep them, like before the show we bathe them and stuff. So we use them for show animals and eggs. We eat their eggs because they give us a lot of eggs. Even in the winter, we didn't expect them to lay eggs in the winter, but they do. But a lot of people, they keep them for eggs, and then when they stop laying eggs, they become meat birds, which, you know, it's using the chicken, but they're also kind of my pets. Like, I love my chickens. They're so sweet to me. But it really depends on the people. Yeah. Thank you.
Now, this is our sheep barn. This is probably one of our biggest exhibits. We've got the exhibit tent over here, and this is the livestock tent. Quite a few cages here from all over eastern Massachusetts. And now we're looking at sheep. Here's the sheep show. This girl's brought in her sheep to show off. And looks like she got a blue ribbon.
Here in our Cotswold UM class, but a ewe that certainly can stand some more competition. A ewe that's really well grown in terms of her age here today. A ewe that's really long-sided, really pretty up through that front third when we look at her from the side profile. I think carrying an adequate fleece on her today as well. She does just want to get a little bit washed out as we go down into that bridge area in terms of her crimp and her curl, but certainly a ewe that could stand some more competition here today. Thank you.
Champion you.
And we've got a table of judges here with all the ribbons ready. And
Do you have a gift sire? And free land. Best pair. Perfect, best pair. First place on best pair. This concludes our Cotswold show. Thank you, Cotswold breeders. We're going to move on to our Cheviot show. We got one Cheviot. So after
Hi, we're here from the Bolton Fair. This is Matthew from Apple Meadow Farm with his Shetland sheep. Here, Matthew.
Shetland sheep are a small wool breed, so they're not meant for meat. But
So you said this year sheep is a year old, right?
yeah,
So they really don't get that big.
no, not really.
One of the sheep in the back you can see is 5 years old, and that's really how old they get.
Yeah, it can get a little bit older, but that's like the baseline is 5 years.
you have a large farm?
Yeah. So I probably have like 14 sheep, and yeah,
Now, do you raise them for fur or for food?
for fleece. Yeah, they don't have a lot of meat on them.
And how long does it take?
It's usually we shear them once a year, and then that's usually how long their coat takes to grow. And then yeah,
Now, do you sell to local supermarkets? Or?
Some people sell them, but my family we just keep them for ourselves and then spin them and then make things out of them, like
Make yarn.
Yeah, make yarn out of them. But some people like spin them themselves and sell them, but we keep it for ourselves really.
Doesn't like this process, huh? Now, do you get winnings from the fair?
Yes,
Oh, do they help pay for the?
yes, it does.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
Now, what grade are you in?
I'm going into freshman year.
Freshman, and you?
I'm going into sophomore.
Very good. Well, that's great. So, well, it's fun to have you here at the fair.
Thank
and
you.
Appreciate the time. Yep.
Okay, so these are my sister's show sheep, and their breed is Shetland sheep. The two we have here, the two bigger ones are the ewes, and then the little one with the horns is our ram, named Hank. And yeah, they live at our house with our little pony, and that's pretty much about them. They're a wool breed, so yeah.
Now, do you live on a farm?
We live on 3 acres.
3 acres?
Yeah.
How many sheep?
We have just these 3 sheep. We have a little herd, but they'll get bred and hopefully have babies this spring. So we also have cattle too, but
Sorry about the noise.
yeah. We also have cattle, but those are at a field at a different place. But, yeah.
Now, do you raise these for wool or
So we'll raise this is a wool and meat breed. So we'll raise the girls for wool, and then if they have boys, we'll castrate them and use them for meat.
Now, where do you live?
I live in Sutton, Mass.
Very good.
Yeah.
You come every year to the fair?
Yeah, we do. We come with sheep, cattle, and chickens.
Now, do you win stuff at the fair?
Yeah, I got third in my showmanship class for the sheep and fourth in my cattle showmanship class. And I still have to go back in for my sheep meat class and my cattle meat class.
Now, you go to other fairs too?
Yeah, we've been to some big cattle ones like down in Pennsylvania, and we go to the Big E and Big East every year. For the sheep, we usually do smaller ones, but we're hoping next year to go to some bigger ones.
Now, do you make enough money at the fairs to pay for the sheep?
Yeah, my sister, she just brought them to a fair down by the Cape, and she got $190 for her fare, so paid for food for a while.
Very good.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it. And,
Yes.
It's fun to hear from you.
Thank you.
Do you have any recommendations for people who want to try it?
It's really fun. It's hard to learn at first, but like once you get it, it's pretty easy. I enjoy it. It's like very relaxed too, though. I like it.
How long does it take you during the day to?
So usually we just feed them and give them hay, which only takes like an hour, 30 minutes. And then when we like have to clip them, because we have to shave them before a show for the meat sheep. And so when we clip them, it usually takes like an hour to 3 hours, depending on how large the sheep is. Yeah.
Every day you feed them once a day?
Twice a day.
Twice a day?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, very good.
Thank you so much.
And we have the cows.
This is Leroy. He's about a year old. He's an American Aberdeen steer. He had already gone into show today. He weighs around 748 pounds. That's pretty much it. He gets 2 scoops of grain a day. He gets sweet feed and regular grain. He gets fed twice a day. A scoop in the morning, a scoop at night. We're part of Black Walnut Meadows. It's a 4-H club, so we're located in Billerica, Mass. So they're on big property, and they're grass-fed pretty much all the time. Goodness. There's probably around 40 to 60 head of cattle between Billerica and Vermont. So, yeah. I am a part of Mass Beef State Team. So we show at the Big E and Worcester. We show at a bunch of like county fairs. We try to get around. Yes. So eventually they will go to slaughter. Normally around 2 years, 2 to 3 years, then they go to slaughter. We have 6 breeds of dairy cows on property in Billerica. We have Jersey, Milking Shorthorn, Guernsey, Brown Swiss, but they're all located in Billerica. What? Yes, we are a 4-H club.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Gates. This is my cow Valentina. She was born February 15th, 2024. She is a Red Angus and she's cute. I cleaned her ears I cleaned her hooves, I washed her, I shaved her head and her tail, and now she's really cute. And I lead her around in the barnyard to get ready for the fairs, and she does really good. And she's cute, really cute. Yeah.
You go to lots of fairs?
Yes. I think 7 or 8 fairs this year, maybe.
And where do you live?
Townsend, Mass.
You have a big farm?
Kind of.
How many cows?
I have 2. Yeah.
You do other things besides cows?
I have goats at my house.
Now, what grade are you in?
6.
Now, are you in 4-H?
Yes. Townsend 4-H Club.
So did you win anything today? Or
I haven't shown yet.
not yet?
No.
Well, good luck. and
Thank you.
good will.
Thank you.
Cow looks very nice here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, these are huge animals. Are they always as laid back as this?
So the horses are, this breed of Clydesdales is naturally just a calm breed of horse. They are big, they are slow, but they are very enjoyable to work around.
Now, how do they react to children?
Some of them really like kids. So my horse Ritz on the end there, he just responds to children. He's very funny. He'll stay very still. He'll lower his head down. Carl's another really good one with children. And they all just, they're all very good, but some of them just seem to have this awareness that other horses don't always have.
Seem to enjoy them.
They do, yeah.
That's nice.
Yes, yeah.
You always want to relate to the horse.
Yeah, and especially when these guys are so big and they can be intimidating for kids, and for them to lower their heads down and kind of really look a little bit smaller is really nice. So, yeah, it is.
Very good. Now, do you go off into fairs here?
Yes, so Bolton kind of starts off our fair circuit. So we go from Bolton. Next week we'll be in Marshfield for 10 days at the Marshfield Fair. We'll have all 8 of our Clydesdales there at the Marshfield Fair doing a similar demonstration. And then we move on to the Big E, and we will be at the Big E for all 17 days doing their Mardi Gras parade.
Now, does that kind of stuff pay for the horses?
Yes, so we do our best to, we all have full-time jobs in addition to this. This is the job we love, and then we all have the other jobs we like, but they keep us insured and things like that. So the horses, we try to keep them in work so that they can pay for themselves. As you can imagine, that these horses eat a lot, and they drink a lot, and they cost a lot to keep. You can kind of bank on about $30 a day a horse. And so we try to keep our business going. We also do weddings with this carriage behind me. As you can see, we do weddings and we do proms and engagements. We also have a hayride wagon, and we do hayrides during especially fall and Christmas season. Yeah.
And you're going to be traipsing around the...
Yep, so at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock we'll start brushing and braiding. It takes about 2 hours to get all the horses from start to finish onto the wagon, and then we'll be around the pole barns and just doing a little demonstration that way.
Now, this rigging is really fancy stuff. This is pretty much for show, right?
We do use this. So it is our show harness. We have work harness at home that is a little bit more hardy, but we do have. So this is our show harness, and we use it for demonstrations and anything that we need to be fancy for. It does weigh a little more than our work harness, but that's the price you pay for looking fancy.
Now, These are really big horses. Were they really useful to the typical farmer?
Yes, so the breed, Clydesdale breed, was developed in Scotland, and they were made for freight, to carry freight from in distances. So they had to be heavy enough to carry a load, but they had to be kind of light enough to move at an expeditious pace, because you had to get that coal from the mines to the cities. And so we would use a wagon like our freight wagon, and they would haul goods. So they did need to be heavy horses, but they did also need to have a little bit of athleticism to move quickly.
Now, were they used for streetcars too?
Yes, more for the heavy freight though, because if you think about a narrow city like Glasgow, one of these big horses coming through would be like, a semi, like a semi truck coming down the road at all times. So, yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you very much.
No problem. Nice to talk to you.